What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. Man, everyone says that. I need my own thing. Hola, muchachos.
What's up, guys?
Now. What's up, guys? Hey. Now I gotta finish eating these. Hey, brother. What's up?
Welcome aboard. Today's gonna be a rocky flight.
Rocky. Hello, Earthlings, and welcome to my channel. You know what? I actually like that one. That might be it. We'll see. Probably change the next video. Parker Eastman, and I'm a filmmaker based out of St. George, Utah. I've always had a passion for filmmaking. About 4 years ago, I quit my desk job, and I've been working as a full-time filmmaker ever since. It's been amazing. I love every second of it. The purpose of this channel, however, is to focus on something that I've recently gotten into, which is flying FPV drones. I love it so much. I'm absolutely obsessed. It's so rewarding to be able to take your filmmaking to the next level and get shots that I could have never even believed was possible before. I think the first time I saw it being utilized was on Sam Colder's channel, and then I obviously found Johnny FPV, of course, and all his amazing things, and it just blew my mind what people were doing. They were diving buildings in Dubai and chasing race cars and hitting tiny gaps with their drones. It was incredible, and I had to figure out how it was being done because obviously it wasn't on like a Mavic or anything like that. And I discovered FPV drones. These little guys are amazing. They go incredibly fast. They're completely manual so that you can do flips and rolls and crazy tricks with them. Now, by no means at all am I an expert. The bar to entry to get into FPV flying is incredibly high. There's so many things you can learn with the hardware and the software and what components you should buy and all these things. I thought a good place to start would be 5 things that I learned in my first 5 flights. So here we go. Tip number 1 is simulator, simulator, simulator. It's the best way to practice without crashing your drone over and over and over and having to replace your parts all the time. What the simulator is basically a game that you can download. There's one called Velocidrone and one called Liftoff. I have Liftoff and I really love it. What it allows you to do is practice virtually and crash as many times as you need before actually getting out into the field with your drone and getting it up in the air. Just to get the drone off the ground is way harder than these other manual ones that you may be familiar with, like Mavics and Phantoms and things like that. So it's very important to practice and put in as many hours as you can in the simulator before you actually get your drone and get it up in the air. They do work with PS controllers or Xbox controllers. However, I recommend doing some research, figuring out what remote you want to use with your drone and using that with the simulator because it's just a bit different. The gimbals on the controls are a bit different than they would be with a PS or Xbox controller. So figure out the remote you want, order it, use it on the simulator as much as you can before actually going out to fly your drone. Tip number 2 is to learn everything there is to know about Lipo batteries. So these are the batteries that will run your drone and your goggles. They're unlike other batteries that you may be used to. They're really finicky and they're kind of dangerous if you don't know how to use them properly, so do your research on these. For my very first flight, I went out with some friends. I was all excited, I was getting ready to go, and then I forgot when I was supposed to land these batteries. They don't just go from 100% to 0%. Depending on the type of battery, there's different percentages that you're supposed to land the battery at, because if you make it too low, then you can actually damage your battery, and they're a little bit expensive.
All right, what's going on, Parker?
So I thought my batteries were all charged and that I knew everything there was to know about lipos, but apparently I know nothing there is to know about lipos. Learn about lipos, learn how to charge lipos, learn when you should land your drone with your particular lipos, and learn what lipo batteries you should use with what particular drone. There's 4S, 6S. I'll for sure talk about all the nuances of lipos and how to use them properly in another video, but for now I'll somewhere link other videos that I found really helpful from creators that I love. Tip number 3 is be prepared to do your homework. There is so much that you can learn going into this. It's just kind of different from everything that I have been used to because the filmmaking industry is already fairly established and it just makes things a lot easier. But the FPV drone community is so new that things are changing constantly. In fact, I thought I was prepared. I thought I did enough research, and then turns out I bought this radio when actually what I eventually wanted to switch to was this radio, and I just wasted all this money on the charger for this and this thing in itself. So do your research, be prepared. You're gonna read a lot, you're going to watch a lot of YouTube videos, and that's kind of why I wanted to start this in the first place, because there was a lot of things that I had questions on that weren't answered on YouTube. So hopefully I'll just add to the pool of knowledge that's out there, and I can help you guys figure out what's gonna be best for you. I think one of the most important things to figure out first is what exactly do you want to be doing with your FPV drone. There's some that are meant to go a lot slower, indoor flying or slowly through a forest, and then there's other ones like this that's more of a racing quad or a freestyle quad that go a lot faster, and it's for mountain surfing and fast cinematic chase shots, things like that. So it's important to figure out that, and then you can kind of deep dive into those realms and figure out, should I go with a tiny whoop, should I go with a cine whoop, should I get a 5-inch quad, a 7-inch quad? There's a lot of variety, so I would say the first thing you need to do, figure out what you want to be doing with FPV droning and go from there. Tip number 4 is to realize that you're gonna crash. If you're not crashing, then you're not getting better. The point of FPV flying is to get extremely close to things and take risks and go through little tight gaps and chase things as fast as you can. Sometimes you're gonna make a mistake, you're gonna send your quad flying. It's okay. I've had my drone fly out of the sky, I've ran into trees, I've gotten stuck in trees, and it's all part of the experience. It makes it honestly more fun. Every time you learn from that experience, you get better. And that's why it's so fun. I literally get an adrenaline rush every time I put on those goggles because I'm gonna go out and take a risk and do something that scares me, and it helps you grow as a filmmaker and it helps you grow as a drone pilot. So don't be afraid to crash. The 5th and final tip of this video is to find styles that you like and practice those moves. Along with figuring out what kind of drone you want to use and why you want to use it, I would figure out the type of style of flying that you want to use. Do you want your style to be more of a cinematic, flowy type of style? Do you want it to be crazy flips and tricks or going as fast as you can? It's definitely important to figure that out before you buy all the gear. That way you can look up to people and see what they've done, and see what cool, new, unique perspectives that people are taking. And that's what's so exciting to me about this FPV community, is that people are innovating every single day. So go out there and find what style you like, see what interests you, and then figure out what your style is gonna be. All right, thanks so much for watching, guys. It's been awesome. I'm really excited about this YouTube channel, and I'm gonna put out as much content as I can for you guys. If you have any questions, please let me know and I'll answer them to the best of my ability. Again, I wanna reemphasize, I'm not an expert. I'm not trying to say that I know everything. I am just relaying the information that I have, and hopefully we can build a cool little community here. All right, thanks guys. I'll see you in the next one. Wait, are you still filming?